Welcome to our Taste of Mercy today. We're having a berry special show today. Everything is featuring strawberries or a blackberry. And we're going to make some fun things today, some desserts and some beverages to drink. So looking forward to everything, Ron.
All right, Nancy, the first thing we're going to do is a low-fat berry cheesecake. And to start out with, this is going to be a no-bake cheesecake, but we do need to set the crust. And while we're doing that, to start with, I have some unflavored gelatin, 1 tablespoon, and I have 1/3 of a cup of cold water. And we're just going to sprinkle the gelatin on the water, and that needs to set for about 10 minutes or so to soften the granules up. And then after that softens up, we'll put it on the stove, warm the water, and that will help dissolve it so we don't have any granules in it. It's going to be a nice smooth gelatin, and that will go into the cheesecake later on.
Because you're cooking a protein here, so you have to make sure that it's nice and soft, otherwise it will just firm and you will not get anything available to use.
Right, so this is key to this recipe. But while that is softening up, we're going to make the crust, and we have some flax cereal, and this is just a plain, no nuts in it. I'm going to put this into this plastic bag, and then we also have some of the granola, and that's a plain granola as well. No nuts in this either. It's going to give a nice crunch to this cheesecake. A little bit of air out of there. I'm just going to take a rolling pin and just kind of smash this down a little bit. This doesn't need to be real fine, of course. We want to be able to hold together in the bottom of the cheesecake, so we've got to bust it up a little bit.
By using these whole grain cereals, we're incorporating whole grains, so we're getting more fiber into our dessert. So it can have some nutritional benefit then to this dessert item. Plus it's got the flaxseed, which is a great source of omega-3s. Our omega-3 fats are those healthy guys for us, the ones that are helping to keep our cells healthy and incorporating good skin integrity for them.
Okay, we have 2 egg whites. So, in your traditional cheesecake, you're going to take graham cracker or Oreo crumbs, and you're going to put that butter in there and the sugar and mix all that in. So we're just going to go with just plain egg whites. I'm going to whip these up a little bit. We have our oven already turned on for 375.
This is substantially decreasing the fat content of our cheesecake in the crust. Most of the time, a lot of the crust contains anywhere from 20 to 30 grams of fat. So this egg white and protein mixture is very low in fat content here for us. We're only adding about 3 grams of fat.
We want to get that mixed up real well so that crust will hold together. Going in the cheesecake pan, I believe the recipe calls for it to be an 8-inch cheesecake pan, and 9 inches are the ones I have, which is fine. It's just going to be not quite as thick. Spread this around evenly across the bottom. And when we bake this off, it's going to be a nice dark golden brown color. It's going to be very crunchy. It's already very crunchy.
The good thing about baking that too with flax and omega-3s, we have then the advantage of enhancing and allowing the omega-3 fat to be released from the flax that's present in the cereal. Otherwise, flax is a very difficult food substance to get that omega-3 from.
Okay, then we're going to put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. Next step is to take the cream cheese, and this is a low-fat cream cheese. It's about 1/3 less calories, less fat as a regular cream cheese. We're going to put that in the food processor. I have a low-fat strawberry yogurt. We have a cup and a half. And we're just going to mix these up. Stop and stir it down a little bit. Get it nice and smooth. One more time. Okay, at this point we're going to take the unflavored gelatin and we're going to pour it in a stream slowly in the top. The crust is ready. It's got a nice brown color to it. We're going to just take the cheesecake filling and add it. Now the cheesecake is covered with some plastic wrap. And we'll put it in the refrigerator and let this set up. So after the cheesecake is set up, you want to take a knife and run around the edge of the cheesecake to loosen it up. Release the pan sides. Get a spatula or a knife under there and loosen it from the bottom.
Berries like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries are some of nature's perfect food. You get to wash them off briefly and pop them right into your mouth. In the summer here in Iowa with the June strawberries and then going into the season in July of blueberries and then finishing with our blackberries and raspberries, it's such a treat to be able to enjoy them. As part of nature's perfect food, we've also found that they're perfect for vitamin C content. They're great in fiber content. They're a delicious fruit that contains very little calories. A cup of strawberries is less than 50 calories and less than 10 grams of carbohydrate, and yet a perfect sweet treat.
I want to garnish the top with some fresh blackberries and fresh strawberries. This gives a nice color and we don't have any heavy sauce on here. So, and here we have a low-fat berry cheesecake with the fresh blackberries and the fresh strawberries. Strawberry mango margarita compote. That's our next recipe. A compote basically is fruit, either fresh or dried. Quite often it has alcohol, some kind of liqueur in it, and often it is cooked. This is not going to be cooked today. Usually it's cooked, slow cooked, so to keep the shape of the fruit. But the strawberries and the mangoes we're using today, a little bit more delicate. So we're just going to mix these together with a little triple sec and a little tequila and put it in a margarita glass. So to start out with, I have 2 cups of fresh strawberries, and to that I'm going to add 2 mangoes. We're going to cut that up and put in a small dice. It's a great color combination of the red and the yellow, and the flavors are both got a nice sweet taste to them. You've probably seen us use the mangoes before if you've seen any of our previous programs, and if you'd like to see more and view the recipes, go to mercyiowacity.org/tasteofmercy, and you can be able to pull up previous recipes as well as the ones we're doing today. Now that we have the mangoes and the strawberries put in here, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Sweeten it up even a little more. A little lime zest. We need a teaspoon of that. This has got a great smell to it. It brings a lot of flavor. And then we want some of the juice from the lime as well. We need 2 tablespoons of that. And then traditionally, as you do with your margaritas, we have some tequila, 1 tablespoon and a half. And some triple sec. You could also use some orange flavored liqueur, some Grand Marnier or something like that as well. And we're just going to combine the ingredients, get that sugar dissolved. And then at this point, you should just let the ingredients set for maybe 15-20 minutes and let those flavors meld in there. And then we're ready to go, and we'll just put it in a margarita glass.
Alcohol was featured in this recipe with about the total of 3 ounces. This would be the equivalent of about 2 shot glasses full. The American Heart Association and all other agencies that put limits on alcohol ask men to drink no more than 2 ounces or 2 beverages a day, and ladies to have 1 beverage or 1 ounce of liquor per day. So this certainly would fit into the guidelines for appropriate use of alcohol. The alcohol was a flavor enhancer in this recipe. If we wanted to make it a non-alcoholic recipe, we could use orange juice, we could put a seltzer water, or we could just do nothing at all and still just have a wonderful flavor in a compote.
Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. We've let the mango and the fruit set, and the flavors have had a chance to meld together. The vitamin C in the fruit keeps that from discoloring, so we don't have any real issue there. I'm going to take and kind of dress the dishes up a little bit. We've got some lime juice here. Put our glass of lime juice and then into the sugar. Give it a little sugar rim on there. Do the same thing with the other one. Sure, and get a little bit of that juice in there. And maybe a little fresh mint on there as a garnish. And so there we have it. We have a strawberry mango margarita compote. Quick to make, great flavors, great presentation. You can take and serve them right away, or take and cover them up and put them in your refrigerator up to about 4 hours. A few tips on fresh strawberries. Fresh strawberries obviously are at their best when you can get those locally. You have a kind of a short growing season of about a month there that you can get the fresh berries, and you can tell the difference right away in the way they smell, the appearance, the color. When you're looking for the berries, get the berries that are nice and red all around. Strawberry does not continue to ripen once it's picked, so if you pick it green, it's going to stay green. Strawberry is very unusual in the sense that it's not really classified as a true fruit because the seeds actually are on the outside of the berry as opposed to the inside. You can get the berries out of season. Obviously, the winter weather, they're more difficult to get. The quality's not there, and they're manufactured for travel, so they're not going to be a nice sweet berry that you get otherwise. When you wash the berries, rinse them off just before service, not in advance. Leave the stems on when you do so that you don't get the water on the inside of the berries and get them a little mushy. After you've washed them off, drain them real well, then go ahead and take the green stem off. Don't cut all that good strawberry off, just take and just dig out the stem itself. Wash them and eat them right away. You can take and make them into preserves, jams, jellies, any kind of desserts. Obviously, there's some nice applications here with them. For our recipes that we presented, those are available online at mercyiowacity.org/Taste of Mercy. You can also find recipes there that we have not done presentations on, some additional ones. There's some great strawberry recipes. We'll have a fresh strawberry smoothie recipe and a spinach and melon and avocado salad. That is a great one with a little fresh sesame seeds toasted on top. So check us out. I think you'll find that there'll be something a little bit for everybody. Thanks for watching, and we have some great shows coming up, so keep an eye out and we'll see you next time. Thank you.